speak live today about knowing what to prioritize in your marketing. I think sometimes we do things the wrong way around. No error of ours, but maybe just because it's the way that you've kind of been thrown into it. So you've got your business idea and you want to get going. You want to, start getting your customers. Sometimes it's a challenge for some of you, isn't it? If we're honest, to get your ducks in a row, but also know how to show up and what to promote and how to promote it. And so I thought it would be handy to do a few lives, but also share with you some of my advice around this subject. And I'm just ruffling in my bag. And if you care to join me and answer some questions, you're more than welcome. If it's the first time you're watching me, my name is V Roberts of Insight to Marketing. And I really do enjoy helping business owners to get clearer on what you're doing in your marketing, but also how you can actually improve your results. And many of us are actually doing a lot of marketing and not necessarily seeing the outcomes that we want because we're sometimes doing things in the wrong order. We launched a website without really understanding our audience. We booked the photo shoot without really being clear of who our customers are that have bought from us in the last 6 months. We start doing reels online without really giving much thought to the types of content, as an example, that people might actually want to see or what's most likely to help us convert. And, when we think about conversions, it isn't about just converting. When you're online, it really should be about building relationships, bringing connections to your page, and also keeping them there, right? Because after a while, as many of us know, we go online, people see our brand, and sometimes not, people will make a decision of whether they want to purchase right now or whether they want to purchase a bit later on. But it's not always the purchase that's the end goal. Sometimes the people that are on your page are not even ready to buy from you yet, but they may go away and actually refer to someone else. Okay, so let me just lick my nose because I don't know what that is on my nose there. I can see something on my nose. So when you're thinking about, building your brand and doing your promotional activities, your marketing is important, but knowing the order in which to do your marketing is really key. And one of the best places to start is really thinking about where your vision lies. What is it you're trying to achieve in terms of your branding, but also how are you going to do that in terms of marketing planning? Okay, so I did do a video recently about budgeting. You can check that out on my YouTube. You can also check it out on my Instagram page. But for me, it's important that more of us start to understand and appreciate how the dots actually fit together. So if you've launched into a marketing activity, whether you're doing that online or offline, whether you're subscribing to different gurus that are giving you different advice about photo shoots and, doing the ebook and launching the course, actually what you need to do is step back a few steps and really think about what your priorities are. And, one of the things I would say a lot of us need to focus on is goal setting so that you're mindful about how you use and allocate your time and your resources when you have got capacity. Because marketing, when done correctly, requires consistency. And if you actually want to build a community online that is engaged, that trusts your brand, actually wants to, buy from you or find out more about you, it's important that you've got a rhythm in your marketing. And there are different aspects of what make that rhythm happen. Okay, so if you're doing Instagram, for example, because I'm now on Instagram doing this live, I'll share that as an example. It's not just about posting. You have to understand who's in your community. If you're new to doing videos, for example, but you've been posting static videos or, doing carousel posts, but you're going to do your first reel, have a look at the types of content that has performed really well using your photos or using your carousels so that you can make informed decisions based on your analytics of what is most likely to perform well on a reel, whether that's sharing your brand story or doing a demo for someone to understand how your product or service works, or even just sharing some tips. By looking at what has performed well in the videos or carousels or posts that you've done before in various formats, it helps you to improve your marketing month on month. And I use that example of month on month because when you're prioritizing your marketing, you should actually be evaluating every month where you're getting the best results, what you might actually need to tweak, and what you need to stop doing. So when we're looking at marketing priorities, it's about really understanding what works for us and what doesn't. So if you are watching now, do let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you're prioritizing your marketing or if you need help with doing this. And I would certainly say that whether you've been in business for a short time or years and years and years, sometimes we do get it wrong, right? Sometimes we've gone into doing the reels and doing the posts and doing the updates, but we don't even have a mailing list. Beyond social media, there's no mailing list. We're not engaging with anyone. Or we're doing loads of events, but we're not actually taking data from these events and getting people to opt in to, our YouTube channel and our email list. So we're not doing things in a coordinated way. And this is why prioritizing your marketing is key. Many of us are doing marketing and we do not have clarity around what the priorities are. We're going out with our fashion items. We're attending fashion shows. We're going out with our courses. We're launching ebooks. You know, we're attending all these expos and events all over the UK and all over the US, etc. But actually, are your clients in the room? Are you actually attracting inquiries and getting the types of customers that you want coming to your page, hitting your website, sending you emails, booking in consultations? Because all of this is really, really important. So if you're just coming in now, good afternoon to you. I'm talking about marketing priorities. And if it's the first time you're watching me, my name is V Roberts of Insight to Marketing. I'm a qualified brand and marketing practitioner, and I've been doing brand and marketing now for over 27 years. I've worked with many brands that some of you are familiar with, from high street banks to public sector to smaller organizations, charities, CICs, etc. And you only need to look at my LinkedIn to see some of my testimonials. I've got over 680 from paying clients that actually trust my services and believe that I can always get them results. Many of my clients, by the way, are returning clients that actually help me by referring me on to others. So I just want to also say thank you if that's you and you watch this on the replay. So when you're prioritizing your marketing, I would definitely say break it down online and offline. Many of us only focus our marketing efforts on online because, you know, social media is one of the easiest things you can set up. It doesn't require any budget, usually doesn't require much time. When you're setting up your account, many of us just set up. But have you actually thought through, as an example, using social media, the types of content you're going to use, the types of community you want to build online, your consistency on social media, and how you're going to keep people interested and engaged, because that is really, really important. So in that example of online marketing, you've got to make those things a priority. You can't just be posting or occasionally posting or posting something and then not monitoring and looking at the metrics, because that is a waste of your time. Okay. And I'll use the example of offline marketing. If we use events as an example, many of us go to events, whether we're networking or even hosting our own events, and sometimes we miss a trick because we're going to all these events. And if you actually look at the budget you spend on events, from stall holding, if you're going to do a stall, if you're going to go and speak at events, some of us pay to speak at events, right? Which is crazy, by the way. But if it's your jam, then go ahead and do that, especially if you get results. I'm not going to knock it, right? You've got to do what works for you. But many of us are actually doing events and spending lots of money at these events, but the results are not coming back. There's not one sale made. Your ideal clients aren't in the room. You don't even resonate with the other stall holders, right? So when you're prioritizing your marketing, look at online and offline. I've given 2 examples today of Instagram and then offline events, but there are so many more examples I could use. And if you're using marketing at the minute and you would like to ask me a question, feel free to put it in the comments and I will answer it. But essentially what I want you to take away from this video is you have to prioritize what's important. You have to understand the systems and processes that you need in your marketing for it to work, whether that's automation, whether that is invoicing, whether that's having a follow-up process. These are like fundamentals for your marketing to work well. You've got to have a way to monitor what you're doing as well. So whatever you deliver, look back at the insights so that you can actually improve on it month on month. And then also you need to have a clarity on your audience. If you've got a range of products or services, not everybody's going to want each of those products and services. So you have to segment your market so you understand in your audience and your community that you're talking to online, when you go live, when you post an update, when you share a video on YouTube, for example, who is it you're trying to reach? What message are you giving to them? What are you communicating to them to actually help them to understand more about you, how you can help them, and the benefits of them engaging with you to know more about your products and services? Because remember, every consumer, every person buying, potentially anyone who's on your page right now, will start at a level of awareness where they know about your brand. Then they're going to be interested potentially if you're sharing the right types of content. But you have to actually get them through your content and through what you share and your updates and your brand storytelling and your visuals and your messaging and your captions. You have to get them to understand, right, why they need to take action. So that there's a desire for them, which builds up over time. Maybe they see a few of your videos. Maybe they save a few of your posts. Maybe they share a few of your posts or even comment on them. There has to be an interest before there is desire for them to actually take action. And I want you to understand that when you are looking at your marketing priorities, you have to understand that part, right? The awareness bit's fine. Most of us tick that box off real easy. But some of us still struggle to convert. In other words, we struggle to get someone from a like and comment to actually buying. We struggle to get someone from a like and comment to actually engaging with us or booking a call or making an inquiry or even sending an email. And it's simple things like including a call to action, right? To actually invite them to book that call with you or click that link or download that item. So think about your marketing priorities, whether you need help with copywriting or finding your clients or creating video content or simple marketing planning. Think about these things because that's what's going to get you the long-term benefits. Many of us are doing short-term tactics and yielding zero results. And some of us who are getting zero results still continue to use those same methods. It's time to up your level. If you're interested in finding out more, look at my blog, contact me, click the link in my bio and find out about how I can help you. Take care and I'll speak to you soon.